manifestation is one of those big subjects that for the last 5 to 6 years, I would say, or maybe even a little longer, it became so trendy. Everyone talks about it. Everyone has like these very complicated methods, techniques, how to do it. I've been studying and I've been following a few teachers, a few coaches, a few people, and after being obsessed with the subject, after following, all these people, I started seeing patterns, and I was like, okay, I was, collecting things from here and there, and I like my way of being, my personality. I like to make things simple and practical. I don't like the fluff. I learned little by little to really find those people that were actually giving me tools where I could be autonomous. I could have my own opinions and my own discernment of how things should be. These are the 4 steps. I realized that in all the fluff, a lot of them sure are the ones that are consistent, and the ones that I, after practicing manifestation for many years, the ones that I see that you don't need anything different than this. So I'm gonna break down, the 4 steps that I follow, and I'm gonna focus especially in one, which was the one that took me a while to understand. And now that I understand, I'm like, wow, this is even more simple than what we thought it was. So welcome back to another video. If you have been following my channel, you know that I am starting a business guided by my intuition. In all my videos, I share a little bit about the experiences, breakthroughs that I've been experiencing in the process of starting a business guided by my intuition. So welcome back, and let's get into the 4 steps to manifestate the things that you want in a more easy and practical way in this 2025. First step, as you might know, is to have a clear vision. It's to have a clear understanding of the things that you authentically desire, the things that, when you are quiet in your alone time, the things that come to your heart and give you this burst of inspiration or this excitement, not the things that you want from thinking and maybe feeling a little behind, when you're comparing yourselves to your friends or people in your family at work. Not the things that you want from here, things that you desire from your authenticity. So have a clear vision of that. That's the first step. I want to say that from what I have seen, most people usually want similar things. We want freedom, we want love, and we want abundance. And that takes different forms, like abundance for some people can be having multiple cars, having multiple houses everywhere in the world. For some people can be a tiny cabin in the mountains with goats and chickens. That's probably my desire, my vision. And love can look in also many different ways. Like for some people can be a beautiful partnership, a beautiful partner to build a family and all these things. For other people that might be, like older, can be having loving relationships with the family they already have, So think authentically how that expression of that energy of love, of freedom and abundance look like for you. Take a little moment to reflect on that, and that's first step. That's your vision. Second step is taking action. I'm an action baby, an action taker. I talk a lot in my videos about how to be in that energy, how important it is being in that energy. Taking action, I feel like in the manifestation world, what I have seen is that for a lot of people, they fantasize with the idea of manifestation, and they think there is, someone or this energy that is going to come from nowhere into your life that is going to bring the things that you want. But this is the 50% of the manifestation game, the manifestation idea, taking action. So I'm sure at this point you have heard from all these many other teachers and coaches talking about manifestation, that we have to be the thing we desire instead of waiting for that thing to appear in our lives. So that's the part that it took me a little bit, because I was like, okay, I want freedom, I want love, I want abundance, let's say. Those are the three things we are gonna use as example. Like, how can it be freedom? That was just like a very strapped concept for me. I was like, should I just like become a bird? Right? Like, I just didn't know how to do that. And I think one of the breakthroughs I had lately, and that's why I was so inspired to talk about this, it was related to the concept of abundance. I think I was also for a while kind of like understanding that whenever I was, for example, eating something delicious like a fruit, I was like, oh, it is abundance, you know, like that moment of enjoying being present with the flavor, with the texture. I was like, this is an abundance of life. Like, what is this delicious thing? I started feeling the energy in that moment of eating food. To be honest, it was something like, oh, I learned it, and I was like, oh, this is a form of abundance. But I didn't think much about it until recently. I heard someone actually talking about totally different to manifestation. She was talking about our bodies, how our bodies, when we are, this is someone in very deep into spirituality. She was talking about this idea of when we are learning new concepts, new information, how that information, for example, we understand that intellectually, and it takes sometimes a while for our emotional body to fully get used to that information, to understand this information. Now, I liked the way she was explaining it, because I am a very emotional person. I love being an emotional person. That's what allows me to be creative. But I go through my, all my waves of emotion. So I'm very connected and very aware of how my emotions work. And I have had that awareness in moments where I'm like, intellectually, I know exactly what's going on, but I just feel like I need a release. It's like my body needs to move the emotion. So I was like, that's true. I have experienced that before. So by listening to this person, to this explanation, she was explaining that our bones are the last ones to fully embody the things that we learn, let's say, the last ones to understand and to catch up with whatever we are processing. And I was like, wow, I never thought about our bones. In the moments I started thinking about our bones and the parts of my body, I was like, God, we wake up every single day of our lives. We get up from a bed in an enormous amount of abundance. Like, how many parts right now in your body are working for me to be able to be standing up, talking to you? Like, it's so many different parts. That's a huge and incredible, beautiful amount of abundance. You know, so when I had that breakthrough, I just started seeing everything around me, and I'm like, when I'm drinking water, when I'm having that moment, like I'm in the sun right now, I have my water bottle here, and it's just like I'm thirsty. So when I'm having a sip of water and I'm enjoying this moment of drinking water, I'm in abundance of life, of enjoyment. Like, every single thing that we enjoy, all the things that we already have in our lives, we already have in our lives. I want to emphasize on that, in that idea. Everything that you have in your life already, that you enjoy, that you love, that's an expression of abundance. So if we want to use the example of freedom and love, let's say with love, every single loving conversation you're having with family member, with a friend, with your partner, with every single person on the streets. Any moment that you share something that you share with love, with the intention of helping someone, you are experiencing love. You are already being that energy of love, that expression of love. It's just a different form. It's not the partner, the super handsome, good-looking partner that you are trying to manifest, sure, but it is an expression of love. Same thing with freedom. I don't know, when I love, let's say, riding bicycles, being active. So I started realizing, like, I was doing a yoga flow the other day at my house, and I was like, my body feels free. I feel like in an incredible amount of abundance, because I have this whole body that is allowing me to do what I want, and I'm also doing something that it's self-care for me when I'm also exercising, right? So it's an expression of love to myself, with myself. Sorry, I'm gonna put this in here. So in that second part of the process that I'm sharing about manifestation, that's how I see the taking action piece. I just was using the water, so my hair is gonna start getting crazy. That's how I see the taking action piece and the being that thing that we want piece that I think I didn't fully understand for a while. So I hope that's gonna be super helpful for you, the same way that it's been already super helpful for myself. Third part, and I think is the most important, and is gratitude. So now that you know the second step, which is the nice breakthrough we all are having, because it's just recent for me that I'm experiencing this awareness that I'm like, oh, that's what it is. It's so easy as this. So now, in the moment you are experiencing the abundance, that you are aware that you are connected to that moment. You know, when I was drinking the water, like, this is abundance, this is love, this is freedom, this is name it. You're gonna realize that that delicious, that wonderful feeling you are having is gratitude. So we just need to become aware also when we feel gratitude. We feel gratitude through the whole day, in many times. Whenever we like something, whenever we see someone that we run into someone on the street, or we see something that excites us, or something that we like, we get experiencing gratitude. We are just so disconnected to what is the experience we are having that we don't know what we are experiencing. So gratitude is the biggest piece in the whole process of manifestation. When we are experiencing gratitude, think about, for example, when someone gave you a present. It's the easiest, that's how humans mind want to think about gratitude. It's not only you, it's for all of us. Think about that energy. It's just like almost your heart is saying thank you, like feels so good, right? That's the energy of manifestation. In that energy, you're not thinking, you're just being, you're enjoying, you are in this exchange. In the moment you're receiving that thing and you're experiencing the feeling of gratitude, you are giving back. You're receiving and you're giving that energy, and that energy at the end is love. So you are already in that frequency, in that energy of manifestation. So from now on, think about manifestation and gratitude. They are the same thing. I think we shouldn't call it a manifestation anymore. From now on, think that if you want to manifest something, the first thing the way you want to think about manifestation is to being in the energy of gratitude. And now I'm breaking down how you can get into that energy, and more than that, how you can become aware that you already are in that energy many times during your days. We're not aware. We don't know that we are experiencing that. And the last step, the fourth one, is letting go. Why letting go? And it's super important as well as the other ones, because in the process of us becoming aware of these things, we are going to realize that we do a lot of things that stop us from doing the things that we want to do, the things that we love, to be in that energy of love, of abundance, of freedom. We have a lot of relationships, we have a lot of dynamics that takes us out of those energies. And the thing with manifestation is that it's not like you can be in the energy of freedom and abundance and love just 5 minutes per month. I don't know when you're going to manifest anything if you only invest that little time of your life in those energies. So we want to spend most of our time in those energies. We want to be those energies. That's the whole thing. So journaling is a wonderful way for you to start taking note, to start recording, to start tracking, what are the things that you have to let go, so you are able to stay in that energy. It's funny because I've been in spirituality, self-discovery, self-development for a while, and when you are in this space, you are like, oh yeah, just like these things are so easy for me now, like I nailed it, like I'm a pro in these things. And like, no, They are always gonna have experience, you know, and the more you are in this space, energy, commitment of creating your life, of being committed to that vision, the more you get stuff like this, the more you get dynamics that not don't longer serve you, not longer, oh my god, sometimes I just forget all my English, like dynamics that don't support the vision. And you're like, why if they are my best friends? Why if this is something that apparently makes me feel good? You have to let go, let go, let go. Because in the process of let go, well, you know, like the game when we are working in that vision, when we decide that we want to live life this way, because those things come from your authentic self, that desire comes from your authentic self. What life is doing is just removing everything from your life that it's not connected to your authentic self. That is just, yeah. But we have layers of codependency, of, you know, so letting go. A lot of books, a lot of information out there of how, because it's going to be different for everyone. Sometimes it seems super easy, you know, when we are I would want to say like the action takers, we are like, I'll just let go of anything. give me more. But sometimes it can be very challenging, and all these, the more challenging, I would say when it's super challenging, it has to do a lot with things that we experience in childhood. So again, tons of information. If you know how, if you have experienced some trauma and you want to go deeper, a lot of the times in the process of working on our visions, in manifesting things, we have to uncover and, you know, go in the past and understand what is so hard for me to let go of these things. What is it that I'm so attached to this thing? Like that experience, when you're experiencing something challenging, it's not funny because a lot of the times it is super simple for someone else. It's not that I'm trying to compare, but it's just to show you how unique this process it is. You know, you might be so attached to let go of clothing. You know, I'm the first one that I'm like, whoop, take it. You know, but for example, moving to places, that's something so challenging for me. Like, I just did it. I just moved to a new city, like completely new and different environment and everything. And I see my heart. It's like it's tricky for me. Like it's you know. So we all have those things that are a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult. Again, it all is related to what we have experienced in our childhood, in our experiences in life, but nothing impossible, nothing. I hope you have a lot of fun practicing these 4 steps, manifesting the things that you want in 2025. More than that, because I'm a little tired about the concept, the term of manifestation, I hope you have a lot of fun feeling that vision that you want in your life, not only in 2025, the vision you want for your life, and creating it. So I wish you the best, and thanks for being part of this journey. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Peace and love.